What would you say to President Trump if you had the opportunity to speak with him?
Actually, that's my goal. I'm hoping to speak with Donald Trump because he's missing opportunities.
Yes.
We have the opportunity right now in America due to the advancements of technology, communication, everything. America is poised to lead the rest of the world into peace and immediate reforms, but we've got incompetent people in the administration who don't see the path to peace. That's why we're here, I think.
Name names, Jack. Who do you think is incompetent?
Yes! I'm gonna try and turn the camera around, keep the Capitol in the building, and
What'd I miss?
I finally got linked up. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what happened, but I think it changed your thumbnail in the process for some reason. Because I
didn't set a thumbnail this time. I just went with whatever the stock thing is.
Okay, there might be a thumbnail now. I don't know that it wouldn't link for a second, and then it did, and now Jack is going to have to name names because Don Lemon told him to.
Jack's going to have to name names. I really like that Jack got in there that he wants to be one of the ones to talk to Donald Trump. I certainly hope that happens. If you hope that happens, hit the like button. And Chuck sent a PayPal. Chuck, the second whale of the evening. Thank you for the $50, Chuck.
Money ain't a motherfucking bribe. It's a sport I invented to win when I watch. You know all the rights and the lights and the locks. Even know all the ice and the Sprite. You just try to get money. Money get your motherfucking life. 2-ton angel carved out of ice. Alligator sailboat, $sign ice. Fill a warehouse full of Van Goghs twice. Get money. Money or your motherfucking heart. I could give it to my dog. He makes money when he barks. So put it in my fridge or in one of my parks that I bought so my robots could learn how to log. Get money.
All right. Thank you to the whales. Thank you to the donors. Let's continue on. I'll get to the super chats. Those are coming.
That's why we're here, I think.
Name names, Jack. Who do you think is incompetent?
Don, I'm gonna try and turn the camera around, keep the Capitol in the building, and get Jack in the frame too.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
So Jack, if you just move over, and there you go.
Oh shit! Hang on. There we go.
Okay. So Jack, name names. Who do you think?
Jack probably has more experience doing this particular thing with that particular phone than that guy does.
He probably does. And this is just a few minutes that I heard earlier. Jack does so good in this role.
But is it a role?
It's not. It's just Jack. I hope that Jack gets a chance to talk to the president.
I hate to say it, man, but I really hope he does too. See, the thing I like about Jack is, as much evangelizing as he does, he's never tried to hand me a snake.
I wouldn't put it past him, though. You saw what happened when I put my hand on his knee that one time, right?
Yeah, that wasn't a snake.
Think is incompetent in the administration.
Oh, clearly Donald Trump.
His left, I guess his right eyebrow is like the evil one. Look at how it swoops up, and the other one.
Yeah.
He's the boss. He's the one in charge. And when there's poor leadership, there's broken organizations. America is broken because we've got poor leadership. Now, I don't fault the single man. Every single man and woman in Congress who's raised their hand and taken an oath similar to what I did, they are derelict in their duties. They're failing to protect the freedom of innocent men and women who want to live freely. So Donald Trump's at the top of the list. I believe in accountability at the top.
What do you think about having Pete Hegseth as the head of the Defense Department?
God help us.
Yeah.
God help us. That's my answer.
I want you to notice, Don, our first response, both of us, was just to laugh. Because having somebody like fucking Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense is an insult to every veteran who's ever worn the uniform, every active duty service member who's actively wearing the uniform, and anybody who may ever serve this country is looking at what's happening right now and asking, is it even worth it?
So, Jack, let me ask you this, Jack. Do you know some of the folks who were arrested?
I met some of them recently. Yes.
Yeah. And what did they say? What was their reason? Because that's a pretty drastic action, especially, you know what happened on January 6th for someone to storm the Capitol. That's putting your safety in danger. It's that important to them.
The cause is greater than the individual risk. And men and women who raise their hand to serve, they took that decision a long time ago. So for this, I'm honored and I'm proud to be in this group because there are men and women from all across the nation. They've flown in here just for this event.
Right? Men and women, and more than veterans, or you mean veterans across the nation?
Listen to all those chicks scream.
Say again, Don.
Did you hear all those women when he opened his jacket?
Oh yeah, baby. You're looking at the birth of an icon, dude. We were there, man. We saw it first.
This is fucking amazing. Let me hit a couple more. Chuck from Tennessee with $2 says, Lauren said check Cash App. Got it. And then Lauren with $2 more said, wait, did my Cash App not go through? It did go through. I think that we are caught up now. Thank you to the donors. Unless you if you sent something since then to one of the other apps, let me know because I don't all my notifications are fucky.
Game's over, losers. I have all the money. Compare your lives to mine and then kill yourselves.
Don't really do that though.
Veterans across the nation or just civilians as well?
I know there's veterans, I know there's family members, and there's civilian supporters, people who are aligned with this cause. It's drawn a great diversity and a great group of people, I think.
Yeah. When you spoke to these folks who were going to do it, what did they say to you?
Similar to my reasons, mostly the excessive spending, the deployment of military force into our communities. We're at a heaping pile of problems, and we could pick any one of them as far as the reason why we're out here in the rain and people are getting arrested today. But every one of those reasons on its own is enough to be out here, in my opinion.
Agreed. And Jolly and Jack, what changes this? You think?
I just realized Jack's eyebrows look like Saruman's from Lord of the Rings. I love it. It's great.
He's got noticed that.
Well, I just realized who it was that it looked like.
If he doesn't trim those motherfuckers down, they're going to take on a channel of their own.
Protest. What changes this?
Changes what's happening right now in our country.
Yeah, what's happening right now in our country, especially this disrespect of the military.
Yeah, I'll let Jack answer as well, but I will say this, just going back to what I said earlier, Don, when you've lost the confidence of the veterans of this country, you are on a dark road to nowhere.
Amen.
Yeah.
For myself, I see the answer. I see the problem of our nation, secrets and lies.
Yeah, he
when
got it in.
Secrets and lies are no longer protected. I see the answer. I see the problem of our nation, secrets and lies.
Yes.
When secrets and lies are no longer protected by obedient employees, such as these men and women in uniform arresting our veterans, when we no longer have these chains of obedience, and wealth and authority are no longer telling us lies and protecting secrets, keeping secrets from the American people. That's the solution. We set the truth free.
He got secrets and lies in on Don Lemon.
Sir, between me and you, I think we owe this man a slow clap. Bravo, sir. Well played.
Just praise God, man. Fucking praise God. God is so amazing. Where in the fuck do you find these people?
My brother.
So Jack, when you turn around and you look at that Capitol, what does that Capitol mean to you and the scene to see your fellow veterans, brothers and sisters being arrested?
It's a lot of feelings. It's a whole lot of feelings. I actually came to DC last month recently did the touristy things in the Capitol building, and I was reminded again of why I serve this nation, what America was built upon, the principles of freedom, the principles of value. That's what I want to see in that Capitol. But what I see today is corruption, to be honest.
Yeah. And I have to ask you again, what do you think? Is it vote them out? Is it taking drastic measures like these? You said the cause is more important than the individual.
I believe the solution is I believe the solution for us is communication. We must be able to communicate, accept, and understand the truth. And I do not believe that we have elected officials in our nation who honor the truth. They honor lobbyists, they honor fiduciary obligations, they honor their bosses. But it's time for leadership. And if the men and women who are elected to position won't lead, well, we've got plenty of men and women in this nation who are trained to lead when we volunteered to serve. We've got plenty of leaders in this nation, and we can do better than what we've got right now. I don't think voting is the answer anymore, not at the point we're at these days.
Why not?
The system is created to protect those in charge of the system. It's as simple as that. So to fix the system, we got to connect to I see if we can connect to the people within the system to open their minds to what they're doing. Wealth and authority are not American supremacy. That's what Donald Trump has in his head. He thinks American supremacy is what he is, wealth and authority. But what's truly American, what's truly honorable is the truth. Men and women who care about the truth, men and women who speak the truth, even when there's consequences. And that's what men and women are doing here on the steps today.
Hey, Jack, let me thank you for your service, sir. I should have started by saying that, so my apologies, okay? Please accept them for not thanking you for your service right in the beginning. Jolly, let me ask you this, Jolly. I want folks to know how important it is to have independent media, independent journalism.
Bro, homie, if he's not sitting on his pile of his own jizz right now, I don't understand why not. Dear God, brother in heaven. Oh, my Lord, that is absolutely probably the second most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Oh, wow.
So fucking good.
That
Chuck
is
with
great.
$10 says, what you fail to realize, Jack, speaking for an organization he just met, even though they had a press report there. he shoved those motherfuckers out of the way.
Yeah, no, I love it. Oh my God, I'm so proud of that, man. Because you remember now, hold on now, it was me and you talking about him being a recluse in his house and not getting out and doing anything and not having the boss to actually put his money where his mouth is. And where the hell is he at?
His money's where his balls go.
He's talking to a washed up CNN reporter who'll never work in this town again.
Chuck says, cop told him to get back across the line. He did. All right. Well, you know what? I think even though Jack and I disagree fundamentally on like every single thing there is, I love the fact that he's doing this. This is peak Jack.
This is peak Jack, ladies and gentlemen. You are witnessing the birth of an icon. All of you were here while we were just trash talking him for no good reason because he's actually the Messiah. Who knew? You're all going to be laughing out the other side of your face next time.
All right, Chuck, I'm glad you got here first. Okay, so I think it's hilarious that he's speaking for an organization, even though they told him to fuck off, and he just met him. You're a veteran. Sasquatch is frozen. Oh, he unfroze.
I'm listening.
I was answering.
Do you feel some sort of way, like as a veteran, that he's speaking on behalf of?
Yeah, I feel disrespected. I mean, to claim you follow the oath and turn around and want to go against the oath is amazing.
Is how is that more disrespectful than what any organization claiming veteran status is doing? Because I feel like any organization that claims to speak on behalf of veterans is doing the same sort of disrespect.
Yeah, I can't speak for all veterans. That's the thing. I can only speak for myself. And the claim that I can speak for any others is just irresponsible, in my opinion.
But it's
I don't
also
disagree with
big
that.
brass balls awesome. You know that, dude.
Now, he did he I watched him yesterday, just a few minutes, and he claimed that they just was walking up to the steps. But what they did was jump the barriers. They were told not to cross the barriers. They jumped the barriers. He got somewhat tackled by a cop, and the cop told him, get back across the line. Well, instead of trying to go forward with the rest of the group, he went back across the line and
Now,
let them get arrested.
Chucky, hold on, brother. You put down them sour grapes right now, young man, and start eating that crow properly.
I'm not eating no crow. If
That
he
man
believed in the cause, he would have kept going forward.
You just want to see him get violated.
And so do we.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it'd make for great views, but I don't like people's rights being violated. I'm a bit of a free speech absolutist. The only speech that needs protecting is stuff you don't like, especially stuff I don't like.
So there's that. That's what I started listening to some of it, and I heard him get in. I'm so happy he got in Secrets and Lies as the cause. I didn't think that would happen. The link is dropped. It has been dropped for a second.
Wild. That was wild, though.
Did you see him get tackled?
Yeah. I think he's got it on his.
Was it everything?
What's that? He was on his knee.
I'm imagining it.
No.
Oh.
I think he actually fell down, but
I'm going to be perfectly honest with everybody. If a man with a gun tells me to step back, you can better believe you shouldn't be standing where he told me to step when I get there.
Well, how come all the rest kept going forward then, Sasquatch?
Because they're stupid.
Ah.
But yeah, that's what I saw. I heard that and I'll wait for Cynthia whenever Cynthia's around. I heard that there's been some shooting in Vegas that people are comparing to me and Tommy's situation.
Yeah, really. I know she's wrapped up in that Vegas crap.
Oh, yeah. They were having some kind of an internet beef thing. Homie goes to Vegas. The other guy drives like 2 hours to go meet up with him. But the whole time he's live streaming, he's talking about how he's going to cap this brother. Gets over there, caps him and his chick, gets back in his car and drives back home.
Yep.
Now, say what you will about a double homicide. That man means what he says.
Fact.
I don't think Tommy does.
But Jack did say,
a YouTuber and another YouTuber
on his show yesterday, Jack did lead off with the fact that he made a huge mistake, that he should not have spoken for that organization. So they must have said something to him afterwards.
I bet they did. He's sitting there in his newly acquired shirt, talking like he's some. But if you're Don Lemon,
he's a nobody now.
What more could you ask for? If you're Don Lemon, you could not ask for anything.
He's right. Do you reckon there was a discussion before they went up to that crowd of people to look for somebody in a field jacket wearing a new shirt? We're looking for
sure.
a hippie with a crazy look in his eyes, and they looked across that field and went, "There's Jack Talcott."
I'm sure that's what it was.
Or was it God?
It could have been.
I wasn't there. I'll let you know.
Well,
just
I don't remember that. I don't remember that item coming across my desk. I'm happy for him. Really, I am.
There's that crow.
Here's the thing. There's the thing is it's not gonna last. He's not part of the organization. But maybe he found his inroad to Don Lemon.
Hi guys.
Lemon is a nobody now.
Well, you know what? Everybody's a nobody or whatever.
So I heard y'all were talking about my investigative journalism.
Oh my God! Here we go.
You know probably better than anyone that when I tune out, I tuned all the way out.
I know. Oh, this is a crazy story, and it started over a mod over 2 years ago, which is wild, right? But
a moderator.
Yep, a moderator, and cash apps and donos.
Oh shit!
I mean, that's what Tommy's mad at me about. Like, he can try to pin it off on the dog comment all he wants, but every time, like right before he loses his shit, he mentions the money. Right before he shot his gun, he mentioned the money.
As does OTW.
I get not a clue what's been going on over there.
Oh well, he has a live about you right now, but you ruined it by popping up.
I had no intention to. I meant to. I actually, and because we talked shortly before this, I meant to stay on my hiatus like another 24 hours maybe. But then Katie was on her phone listening to the Don Lemon thing, and Jack is so good in that role that I just couldn't do it.
Wasn't he great? Didn't he like have his moment to shine? And I feel like every one of these people who have given him shit and he stood up, and even though we all said, haha, that's the stupidest answer ever, that shit looked great on camera.
Secrets and Lies was the winner.
I became fully erect about halfway through.
Whoa.
And I still am.
Sick. You're sick.
Calm down, everybody. Calm down.
No.
So what happened in Vegas?
What happened in stays in Vegas?
The only thing that I would change about Jack is that he would get a haircut and look more camera
presentable. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that,
no. That would have ruined the whole set. I mean, if he'd had a bit of oil in his beard and some of that, it would have been more guru-ish. But the way he rolled up, looking like he just rolled out of the street and somebody gave him a shirt, is the most fabulous thing I ever seen in my life.
He does look like he's straight out of Vietnam or something.
Yeah, like he just got off the bus.
I think they did the shirts and the jackets, those camouflage jackets, because they all had the same jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So nobody could see them?
They were camouflage.
They were uniform. It was their uniform, this sign. And that's what Jack needed. A real life team of unity to help him shine. And they did it.
Wait, you don't think
he took it. He took it.
No. They trust me, that group of people sat around.
I was just thanking Heidi for the $10. She said, beep, beep, welcome back. Thank you.
So
what about that group of people?
They sat around and they talked, and that jolly guy, that redhead guy, knew exactly that Jack was going to be the most media ready for when that moment came.
But they had a presser guy there ready to do the interview.
Which is why I'm so proud of Jack for throwing the atomic elbow across that guy's jaw and getting in front of that camera. I love that man.
Y'all, Jack might be meeting the president after all.
I doubt that.
Yes.
No, yes. You never know. I never say never. And we're old enough to know that, Chuck. Never say never.
Well, if it's got anything to do with Don Lemon, Trump won't entertain it.
I never thought that I'd see Jack in front of the Capitol talking to Don Lemon on behalf of usurps
veteran.
authority of a whole organization.
Yeah, he just took that shit. Can you imagine if he actually became the leader of the country? What would happen?
Brilliant.
Oh my
It's
God,
brilliant.
Look, me and Chuck would be fucked.
I'm
Yes,
fucked.
we would. We'd be the first two, Flo.
I might be all right.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you and Cynthia would survive. Cynthia would survive. Sasquatch got a fighting chance. Chuck would already be dead. That's how we know he's not in
Yep,
power.
I'd be the first beheading.
I'd be quickly
Margot.
after Chuck. Though.
Margot would go too. He would get Margot.
Somehow
he
I
would
feel
play-
like Margot would survive.
He would play with
To be his sex slave.
Only because he sent the Secret Service to take her alive.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I put in the back chat the actual shooting of it was all live streamed from the people who did it and from the people who received it. It's everywhere. I don't know if you've seen it, Flo.
I haven't seen it.
It kind of breaks my heart to see it. The view I put back there is of the victims. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find, because there is another video out there floating around of it's the top is the victims and the bottom is the suspect's angle.
Is this what we're looking at, Sasquatch?
That's
Where are we
the
looking?
thumbnail that ended up on your thing from all of the weirdness that happened earlier. I'll party
I've
with
got it.
Watch. Yeah.
When I clicked it, it came up. Oh yeah. No, I saw that. Am I? Oh no, I'm not wearing my Sasquatch t-shirt. It's okay. I didn't put up a thumbnail. This was all very.
Okay, hang on. Don't do that one. This one that I'm putting now is the split screen of where you see it from both the victim and the suspect's angle.
And let me thank everybody for the late Happy Father's Day is rolling in, and Happy Father's Day
Can
to all
we-
the fathers.
Can we play that, Cynthia?
Yes,
Okay.
it's backstage.
Because I know how YouTube is about showing real life.
Yes, you can. I've been on several panels. Well, I've been on a couple of panels that play it in the news play. Anything the news plays, you're good to go. So the top is the suspect's camera. The victim's camera. The bottom is the suspect's camera angle.
Suspect.
Maybe let me take over because
You can't stand it.
Can we watch it first?
Because they go by them, and I'm gonna show you where they are, and y'all don't know what they look like.
NPC the game with 75 new Taiwanese dollars says, "Damn fool! I thought you got abducted by aliens or finally joined that cult you were always joking about." Welcome back. Thank you. No, the only thing that ever abducts me is cops, but it was not me this time. Shout out to my ex-wife though, who is in jail.
Again?
The ex-wife.
Yes.
All right.
Damn, how'd she get out the first time?
I guess I don't know how long ago you knew. She got arrested but she was on she was getting extradited.
Oh, didn't know that.
Oh.
And what do we got here? Uno momento. Lauren just gifted 5 more Powdered Dusty memberships. Thank you, Lauren, for keeping it booming.
When you hear the sirens
What
or
happened to
guns, you must get under cover at once. You're in the open with no cover, lie down. The most important rule of all is never to stand staring at the sky. If you don't take cover, you may get hurt.
What happened to the lighten up the chat clip?
So that is that clip. I just took out the light, the fuck up the chat.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no. And you know what? Joe Cool's the other person who's asked about that. He really liked it when it lit the fuck up. But
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
okay. Well, I mean, all it was, the only difference is text. I just overlaid text check.
Oh, okay.
So I could do that again, but I realized that that's not actually how that works. It doesn't actually give out memberships to people who are sneak watching. So
Okay.
Okay. So, like I said, the top is the victim, the bottom is the suspect. And before the actual incident, the suspect and his wife walk past them. And that's how come I wanted to show that so I could show you.
thanks, Donut. Do you guys know
So
Clint
this
Gage?
is the gentleman who talked to his wife.
I'm familiar with that Clint Gage.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, that's him.
Welcome,
What's up,
Clint.
Not much, man. Just sitting here trying to break in the new breastplate.
You might want to give him the big screen for a second.
New breastplate. Whoa. Nice.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up? Good.
Just sitting here chilling.
Well, welcome.
Nice. I've been listening to this.
That's a nice looking breastplate.
Thank you. What exactly is going on, guys? Because I see y'all got some victims going on here and suspect. Is this like one of the riot shootings or something that I've been hearing about?
It's between two YouTubers that had YouTube beef over copy striking each other's channel. So one of them went to Las Vegas and the other one was from Las Vegas. And this is the incident that happened when they saw each other in Vegas.
Oh,
and so people have been relating this to me because there's somebody out there probably watching now. Shout out Illumitami, who has promised that he's going to pew me if he sees me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know he lost his channel, right?
But he has another one. Illuminati.
Yeah.
I won't promote it, but he has another one.
It's okay. I didn't realize that he lost his channel. I was amazed at how long, because when I replayed the thing where he shut a round off when he was streaming, and said it was for me basically. But when I
think
replayed
somebody finally reported it.
I told people, I said, don't strike this.
It was snafu.
Yeah.
Oh no, we
I
lost
heard about this little incident. You know,
we lost Flo.
me that people are getting that upset over YouTube.
It'll be okay.
Well, one of the YouTube content creators would go live from the Fremont Strip in Vegas, and the other content creator made a channel just bashing him. That's the whole channel was that they would have panels, everybody would come off. So a lot of the people that disliked the gentleman in Vegas, and a lot of people who were donating $250 a day, $100 a day, they eventually started finding their way over to the other channel. And so he had lost his money. He was getting bullied. Anybody I talked to from Sin City Manny, that's the shooter, everybody from his camp thinks it was justified and he was pushed into it. I've only heard from one person from the victim side, and he said, yeah, he might have been going too far. So it's pretty, and again, it started over a moderator, and it's been going on for over 2 years now. So. So this is the victim right here. Oh, hang on. Oh, shit.
Hey, sweetest, we don't need any sound with it. Just mute it and you talk.
Why?
Because the sound kills you talking.
Yeah, be it talking, it sounds a bit loud.
It's just
okay, well, this is him. This is the shooter, and his wife is with him on this side. She just passed by, but they walked past him first. Oh, it's so sad to hear too, because the wife starts screaming. Are you serious?
Don't you bring your ass over here starting shit.
Okay, so that's where that's where it starts. And now
you might want sound now, Sasquatch. Oh shit. Maybe not.
Yeah, so we'll play it again.
I don't know if you'll be able to hit a check or they got the loud music.
Yeah, see the wife, and that's where he pulls that out, and he does it on stream right there. And then she picks up the camera and she starts screaming, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" And then when she drops the camera, she has been hit.
Two to the head.
Yeah, the gentleman received 5 to the body and the woman received 2 to the head. Speculation is he actually had more beef with the woman, but took out the biggest threat first.
Didn't miss a shot, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Not one,
Holy
man.
shit.
Did I miss the whole thing?
Twice.
I missed it twice, but I didn't miss that. Thank you, Oxycat. It is good to be back. We got our 3rd whale of the stream so far.
Money ain't a motherfucking bribe. It's a sport I invented to win when I watch. Known all the rights and the lights and the locks. Even known all the ice and the Sprite. You just try to get money. Money of your motherfucking life. 2-ton angel carved out of ice. Alligator sailboat, $sign ice. Fill a warehouse full of Van Goghs twice. Get money. Money or your motherfucking heart. I could give it to my dog. He makes money when he barks. So put it in my fridge or in one of my parks that I bought so my robots could learn how to log. Get money.
Sorry, I was getting down.
Oh, don't feel bad.
That's
We all
the whale
bounce.
song. We get to hear that when somebody donates $50 or more. Mike loves that song. Mike knows how to play that song.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a nice axe you've got there, but I prefer my own.
Oh,
Nice. I do like that there, Sasquatch. It's pretty freaking awesome. But Troll's Bane, that's my buddy, man. That's my training partner.
Look,
everything.
axes are far too sharp.
What are you going to do with the body afterwards?
I'm going to
Yeah,
dig a hole and put it in it.
This is why I'm buddies with this guy. We make the bodies. He gets rid of them.
Well, that's why I have a swamp.
Me too.
Do you do the what is it called, Sasquatch?
You're going to have to be more specific.
You know, the full combat night shit.
Oh, no, he's a YouTube channel. Do you actually fight with your axe? Like full on? For reals?
I train with it every day. And I used to do HEMA, and I still am working on my armor. This is the shoulder guards that I made. And
Pauldron.
I'm also a blacksmith. So that's one of my short swords I train with. I made this myself.
Where in the fuck do you find these people?
So
see, I knew that I'd smoke El Perro out. Your baby daddy's down here. He likes
yeah. Oh, and did you not hear? I'm dating Snaps now too.
You're really trudging the bottom of the bucket here for boyfriends, aren't you?
Beat them.
You started sharing some of that old wine.
Yeah, it's if you can't beat them, join them. So, Clint, about your breastplate there, I have a question or two. So, do you wear this for your occupation, or is this more of my free time, fun time?
Well, when I do my blacksmithing, I wear it to prevent burns. When I do my training, I wear it to prevent myself from getting too fat because it is an extra 20 pounds. But it's mainly just I enjoy wearing stuff like this. I've always been a Renaissance man, and now that I've got myself a little better established, you know, it will be part of my YouTube channel, which is an occupation for me. Every time I go live, I put on my armor.
So is that metal too?
No, this is leather.
Oh, and that so when when you blacksmith and the shoot backs or whatever that's called, and it hits that breastplate, it won't go through the leather.
Nope.
The little red fiery thing.
Thick ass leather, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always watched movies with the blacksmith, so I was like, "Ooh, is he really a blacksmith?"
Oh yes, ma'am. If you want to see one.
Yeah. What and like, how long have you been blacksmithing? And what is your favorite funnest hobby thing to make? Because y'all can make some pretty unique things.
My favorite thing to make is swords and knives. Where is my sax?
Did you ever watch The Last Kingdom?
Yes, actually, I'm trying to. I'm basing my armor around
Uhtred
his.
sword? Are you gonna make the Uhtred sword?
Shovel
I would love
Squad's here.
to because Amber is very precious to my people. I'm Viking by descent, and Amber is a real precious metal to us.
I love that sword he has.
Hey.
Hey, baby daddy.
Hey.
There's a handmade. There's a
I thought
handmade.
you were coming here with Shovel Squad.
No, I keep my shovel very private. It's a secret weapon.
Okay.
Shh! Don't tell anybody.
Well,
all right.
I set it down somewhere and forgot where I put it.
Oh,
hang on.
Well, I kind of like Clint. I do some of that myself. Like I said, that knife, that's handmade by myself with the sheath and everything. This is a handmade ulu for skinning things.
Love it.
Tripped over that a few times.
This is my latest project that I'm making. So I'm currently forging this. I'm showing step by step on my YouTube. I just got to stretch out my neck a little bit more, and I got to stretch out my blade a little bit more and profile my tip. Yeah.
Oh, I need to learn to blacksmith.
Hold on, let me grab your link. I'll drop it everywhere.
I got this bottle opener.
Oh my
Nice.
god!
Nice. That's a bottle opener. That's a noodle opener, man.
That.
What? I don't have any weapons around me but a pen.
Dude,
Oh, I'm
those are
surrounded by them.
Those are dangerous.
I've got Viking swords. I've got
Oh,
samurai swords. I've got a sword from the Civil War.
I can't show my weapon.
Oh my god!
That
I don't know if you can
brag about your weapon a lot too.
You can see on there, over on this side, there's kind of a little tooth mark out of it.
Holy.
Nice. We got crossbow over here.
All right, maybe we should put that down.
Yep. We got in trouble that one time.
That's a little too close to the paint, bro.
Close
Yeah,
to the paint.
it's weird that they're okay with, knives and axes and swords, but they're not okay with puking.
Blacksmith? Women can't blacksmith?
Oh, bull crap. Women can.
Hold on. I've got a woman blacksmith I want to show everybody. Give me 2 seconds.
Is she real?
Is Faye Morningstar is a female blacksmith I follow.
She's real plastic and hair.
Nice. I love the knife.
Yo, it's my
That's
birthday, you
all
guys.
like-
And my niece was born today on my birthday. It's fucking awesome.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Gemini.
Congratulations.
You're a Gemini.
Yeah, whatever that means. I'm not very into that.
My aunt and I were born on the same day too.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm pumped. That's a good birthday gift.
And it's funny is because we're pretty much just alike. Like we have the same hobbies. We act the same way. So you will have a special bond with your niece.
God.
Yeah, thank you. She had the cord wrapped around her neck 3 times. They had to do a C-section, but she's fine. Apparently.
Oh, that's good.
Sound like everything's working. Like the vitals seem perfect. They think nothing happened, but it was wrapped.
I've been there before, Isaac. I went through that.
Yeah, I didn't sleep last night because I knew she was in labor and I was tripping out.
God
Were
damn.
you and your sister
Panda
close?
Express.
But that's all I got. This little catch up. Much love, you guys. Good to see you.
But
Blacksmith.
The blacksmith, you guys.
holy.
Oh my god.
You call that blacksmithing?
It is now.
Hold on. You want to see a different one? Hold on.
Jiggle when you wiggle.
What the hell do you be watching at home alone?
That looked more like noodling.
Like Viking porn. Viking porn. Wow. Huh.
You ever see me hit on Ezra?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Viking porn does fine. I'm good with Amazons, giantesses, all of that.
Ezra wants us to hang out this summer.
This is sad news, though. She done found a man child.
It's okay. I'm busy.
Snow says the powder dusty. Happy to see you back. It's good to be back. I came back a little bit early because I just couldn't stay away from the Jack Talcott shit.
When you hear the sirens or anti-aircraft guns, you must get under cover at once. If you're in the open with no cover, lie down. The most important rule of all is never to stand staring at the sky. If you don't take cover, you may get hurt.
I like your music, man.
Is there a big Viking community where you live?
No, actually, I'm the only Viking pagan in my town.
Oh,
What if I told you I was a Norse, Welsh, Scottish, native?
One
a
is
DNA.
the loneliest number.
But no, I actually know this young lady. Well, I say young; she's over 40. But I follow her on YouTube. She's an excellent smith.
I follow
love
her
her work.
anywhere.
But I love her artwork. It's absolutely incredible. I've learned a lot. I've been trying to take her classes on how to make bloom steel.
So just let me
Cynthia,
do
I don't
this.
know if you've looked around, but if we dropped you off and maybe me, this is a pretty Viking community on screen right now.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean,
Would be
Pretty much.
considered what is it? Danes and Saxtons. I would be considered the Saxton. Wait, what would I be considered if I'm not a Viking? What am I?
A Mexican.
If you're British, you're
Mexican.
I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican.
If you're British, you're a Saxon.
Yeah.
If you're Scottish or Irish, you're a Celt.
Okay,
What's
well, I'd
crazy
be.
is, my Welsh last name means of a spear maker, a blacksmith, and my middle name means a Welsh salmon fisher, Braden. It means salmon fisher.
hold on 1 second, everybody. Let me do the YouTube thing so that this is all legitimate. The name of this channel is The Path of Fire.
Oh,
Let me
wow.
make sure I got that right.
That's a pretty cool name.
And drop the
Yeah,
link
it's
if you
Path of Fire.
I'll be right back. Okay, I gotta take my security
Big
team.
things coming. Yeah, I bet they are.
Right, Path of Fire. And she's a blacksmith, like full on, full stop, all of that.
One of my teachers.
really.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she could do some hammering.
Oh yes, sir.
You have no idea. Watching her work some bloom steel, dead gum.
I'm so hard before the forge.
Damn.
Don't stand too close to the anvil, son. You might hit.
That
something
was
wrong.
like this humor is getting too nerdy for me.
Yeah. I was waiting for a Lord of the Rings joke, but I didn't hear one.
Unnecessary.
I've got
Blacksmith
Gimli,
humor.
I've got Gandalf. I've gotten so many Lord of the Rings jokes.
I got one. What did Radagast say when you stole his beard?
What did you say?
What did he say?
I was asking you.
Hey,
You
I'll
I
tell
don't
you.
know.
Why'd you take my shrooms? I don't care about the beard.
take care of the bird, it'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've dabbled in that in the past, so he probably would be asking me that question.
There's a special place in Asgard for you all.
Yep.
I sure hope so.
Yep. Okay,
You know,
so
that's
What's the
all right.
Nordic hell?
It's either Valhalla or Asgard.
Niflheim.
No, Niflheim. No, that's
My
hell.
last name sounds like Asgard.
Nice.
Not really.
My
but
last
it's
name
like
was
kinda
originally
true.
Gai.
Oh, okay. Guy.
Yeah, Gai. And then it
Where's
became
that from?
Gage whenever we immigrated.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that dialect. Where's it from?
Old Norse.
Oh yeah. So that's where I traced mine. My back was Norse, Welsh, Native, Irish, basically, and European. I don't know what it means, but
I am Finnish, Swedish, and Icelandic.
Yes, yes,
forgot I have
yes.
Swedish
That's
in
on
me,
all
too.
of those.
my uncle, or I mean, my great grandpa was half Swedish. I forgot his other half. But he's the guy
Oh, yeah,
who had 100,000 acres of California, and like got stolen from him and like sold the government, all this shit. Because he had 200,000 acres. It's a percent of California. 1906, born and raised. And he was a farmer and a gold miner. And now I'm broke. But he had 200,000 acres. I don't have one. Like, damn, what the fuck happened?
It's called get a job and earn something.
Yeah, but hey, there's also the abundance of life and prosperity that we could pass on and not be fucking selfish, right?
Then maybe
oh my God, a socialist.
No, I'm not a socialist. I'm saying my grandpa had 200,000 acres, dude. That I don't have a dime. I'm just saying, you got to realize.
So what's that mean? What are you trying to say?
Well, you want to know the whole story? One family took it, the whole thing, and sold it and left. So
nice. Sounds like they were the smart ones.
yeah, they did. They changed his will when he was 79.
How did they change his will?
Then maybe one of y'all should become a lawyer.
Well, they didn't have a lawyer present when they changed the will, and my dad knows our grandpa, and he said he would never change his mind. He was stuck in his ways. He would never do that.
I've seen it happen a million times.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was separated to 14 people, and it got sent to one.
One of the smarter ones, apparently.
It's just interesting. Yeah, well, they changed the will, and there was no lawyer present, so.
Yeah.
They're smart, but they're evil. Evil, smart, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I don't even care about that now. What is on the screen right now?
Damn. Sasquatch, you're holding back.
Honey, I'm trying to promote this channel. It is called The Path of Fire. She's a lovely lady. I was told women couldn't be blacksmiths, and I was just showing Chuck how wrong he is. That misogynist.
I never said a woman couldn't be a blacksmith.
I think he was asking.
But how do you do it with those things in the way?
Watch.
Glorious. I did actually have to ask her one day, how does she do the blacksmithing with the tube top and not get
Oh my
plates down
God.
in between her cleavage? You know.
Wait a minute, go back. I wasn't done yet.
But yes, I also use Troll's Bane here for clearing brush and cutting down trees, cutting down my my walking staffs that I make. I hand make walking staffs as well.
Those ain't real.
Yeah, me
Can't
too.
be.
Or cane, whatever you want.
Anyway, my bad. Yeah, well,
That's very distracting.
She knows how to work the camera, that's for sure. Are you in charge, Sass?
yeah, no, he apparently our Grand High Powdered Dusty himself appears to be having some connectivity issues. I told him to go ahead and reset everything and get it right. And so y'all have to give me the money.
Here lately,
Fair enough.
he's been having bad internet.
Oh, it's the rain. It's all the storms and stuff, dude. It trashes me out about once a day, too. Look, I'm not sure if I'm reading this gauge right, but I'm afraid I might be. If I'm right, if that little thing out there is right, it rained 5 inches in the last 2 weeks here.
I can believe that. We had over 3 feet.
When I flooded, we had 8 inches overnight. It was crazy.
Yep.
Well, that's how I lost my chickens, my ducks, my entire garden, the basement.
There's a duck in a flood. What kind of a fuck up are you, dude? How the hell? I'm sorry, Chuck.
I couldn't find them. Sasquatch. I don't even know how they got out. They were in a pen with the chickens.
They're probably just gone. They probably away.
They can't fly.
Oh, I see.
They can jump over a fence pretty good.
Yeah, well, it was a 6-foot fence.
But Chuck, hear me out. Ducks are the way we check for witches. They float.
Well, then the water must have got up high enough that they floated them right out. I never did find the sign of them.
We all float down here.
I came across a locked room mystery one time, and I never have been able to figure this one out. A neighbor of mine had some BB Bantam chickens that he had in a rabbit hutch that was set up on 2 sawhorses. Underneath the sawhorses is nothing but powdered, like this is inside a shed. So the floor is dirt and it's all powdered in doodle bugs, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay. So I get a phone call one morning about 6 a.m. It's like, man, I need you to come check this out. And I go over and look, and there is this box sitting in free space with a piece of plywood on top with 2 tires on top of it. Scud. Number 4 hardware cloth and screen being used as the caging material had these BB Bantams inside the cage with it sealed up with the plywood and a couple of tires on top of it. There are no footprints to the cage, and nothing has removed the top. And the only thing left of those birds was the head and one wing. Both heads and one wing.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a weasel.
How?
A rat
A weasel?
can put its nose in a hole and can squeeze the rest of its body through.
Yeah. Anything they can get like that. That's how weasels are too. They can get part of their head through, they're in. Because their body will
If a
switch.
rat can get his nose and his buck teeth past the hole, he's the rest of the way in.
But Chuck, you've known me for a while, and I tend to be a fairly observant individual of minute detail.
But
and
no track.
I sat down and stared at that location trying to figure out what had taken place, and I drew a complete blank. The decision I made was either there's a hole in that cage you don't know where he is, and a rat or weasel, something like that, got in. Are there any monkeys in these woods? And they said no. Okay.
Maybe it was a chupacabra.
Dude, hey, he must be able to phase through metal.
It was an alien with a vaporizer gun.
There was no blood. It wasn't like the thing got ripped apart and the arterial spray went everywhere. It was like something crawled in and ate it and then crawled out.
Yep. Sounds like
I know at my uncle's coop, they would climb up to the roof where there was a gap and jump down from that gap on top. You wouldn't see no footprints.
Mm-hmm.
They're slick. They're slick.
Hey, baby, I know you're buzzing for some attention.
Chickens are about the dumbest thing on earth, bro. The only thing
I call them zombies. Yeah, I call them little zombies.
Domesticated turkeys are dumber.
Oh my
Dude,
God, really?
A domesticated turkey look straight up to the sky when it was raining with its beak wide open and fall down to the ground dead, drowning.
It drowned, just like a chicken.
Yeah, it was
If a chicken does it, they'll die because they got no nose, no nostrils.
For those of you who may decide one day to go turkey hunting, a turkey hunt goes a little something like this. You find a field, you find where they come out, and don't ask me why, but turkeys walk in a line. When they walk out in that line, you wait until the last one comes out, and then you shoot the last one in the line, and you can kill the entire flock because they will not look back to check.
Really?
Really, you can massacre. And it don't matter if there's 5 in that line or 500. As long as you don't let them make a noise, if you kill everyone graveyard dead with each shot, you can massacre the whole species. That's why there's very strictly followed hunting seasons for them.
I know I had wild turkeys a while back, and there was 9 of them. Like you said, I found it strange. That's the first time I'd ever seen a whole group, but they were walking in a straight line, like you said, one behind the other.
Now, my dad managed to take out 3 deer at the same time.
Welcome back, Flo.
Out in front of him, he dropped her. A buck ran out over here. He dropped that buck, and a buck came out over there, and he dropped that buck.
I feel like you may be confessing.
Yeah, that sounds like poaching.
Yeah, I feel like you might be confessing some stuff you probably shouldn't on YouTube. As your Sasquatch, I advise against this tact.
Sasquatches make very good lawyers.
Yeah, that's
chickens are the dumbest thing on earth. I heard that part.
My cousin got arrested once for not having a tag. He had a brand new truck with a brand new 45-foot some sort of boat for the river, and he decided to get some food, and they arrested him. And He got his truck back, he got the boat back, but he lost a brand new rifle. They kept that.
Yeah. Now
But
you
he was
see,
Game
my
wardens
dad
are
had
nothing
all
to fuck
that.
with.
My
No,
dad
they're
had all
super.
the backs for him and everything, and he hadn't seen anything all year. So when he shot those 3, that was literally it. He didn't hunt for the rest of the year.
Did he have tags on?
Yeah,
Yeah, tags
we're
for all
not
3. Fine.
and I like each and every one of you like a brother and a sister, but I do not want any litigious bullshit because y'all are silly. Don't be silly. Don't confess to things. Just don't do it. Just drop it and move on.
That's the
Gotcha,
fact.
brother.
I know nothing.
A game warden, they got superpowers. That's how my brother, he was
My,
out fishing.
my
They
first
wanted to check licenses. They
dude,
ran his name.
Chuck, my first arrest with a game warden who pulled me over on the side of the road. Got miffed because of a joke that I told and sent me up the river with 19 felony charges.
Holy
Good
shit.
God.
Misdemeanor possession of marijuana and a smart ass mouth.
Did you make fun of him or something?
No. It was nothing. So I was very subtle. He asked me if there were any illicit drugs in the car. I looked at the car, said no, thinking in my head because they're in my pocket. And then he patted me and he found the drugs and he threw it on the back of the truck. He said, "You said there were no drugs in the car." I said, "I'm standing on the side of the road, homie."
Oh shit.
The cuffs
You
were a
got
little
smart.
tight,
Yep.
the ride was a little rough, and the room was a little small.
Well, they were the first ones in at my drug raid. So that tells you something. There's a reason the county sheriffs want the game wardens to take the lead on a drug raid.
There's a little jail in a little town right outside of Augusta, Sasquatch. And I can relate to the little area they put you in.
Yeah.
When we got arrested. Oh. But you will never find beyond drunk.
I'll be right back for a second, guys. I
And
gotta go ahead.
my buddy that I was with couldn't control his mouth because they was going to just let us walk back, but he started running his mouth, so we got the treatment. I was so pissed at him.
I was so pissed at me because I knew what happened. I could see it on his face, man. He was mad.
But when we got locked up, the problem was the colonel from the base had to come get us. They just didn't catch you loose.
I heard that did they put you in like the what is it called? The barrack?
Holding cell?
The brig.
Oh, the brig?
The brig.
No. I was in a
rough. I heard you only get bread and water in the brig.
It depends. Depends what kind of asshole you are. I remember one time
I felt like my jail that I was at was a problem, but then I heard about the brig.
I got called in by the captain one day, and he says, "Look here, Sarge." He said, "Go down here to the." Almost said my name. He said, "Go down here to the armory and pick up 45 with these clips." Da 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 da. So I go down to the armor with the little note from the captain. Armor hands me a 45, then he starts handing me all these live rounds. And I'm like, wait a minute, we don't do live rounds. So I went back to the captain with said pistol, ready to find out what was going on. He said, "Your job is to escort this prisoner to the airport." And I said, and the purpose of the live rounds, he says, if he even thinks about running, drop him. Like, why don't the MPs do this? He said,
Why didn't
because it's your job now, son. Oh, I hated that.
I'd have looked that prisoner straight in the eye and told him, "Son, if you got rabbit in your blood, go now."
Yes.
Yep, that's exactly what I told him. basically.
Right now is no chance. From now on, you have no chance because if you even sneeze in the wrong direction, I will split your wig, slam across the freaking tarmac.
Oh man, I whenever I was in basic training, I was trying to find a way before I got injured. I was trying to find a way for them to be able to let me carry an axe.
I can tell you how to do that. McNasty carried a broadsword into battle.
Where in the fuck do you find these people?
I saw a picture today about a soldier that went to war with a tomahawk.
Yeah, no, that was McNasty.
Was it?
Pretty sure that's McNasty. Hold on.
Well, yeah. Once you go into combat, you're allowed to carry anything just about.
Tomahawk.
I remember
Have all kinds of toys.
we was getting off that airplane. We couldn't even get off the plane, and they were shooting at us. So we had to get down on our bellies to get off the airplane. It was like, oh fuck this shit, I'm out.
Nah.
Well, I've never been in war, but I probably had more bullets shot at me than I was gonna. Never mind.
No comment.
Yeah.
I've actually been shot twice.
Okay, you win.
On purpose? Yourself?
No, I didn't shoot myself. My sister shot me by accident the first time with a
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Can you hold that blade
that's
up
what I said.
again?
And then
Hold that. Go ahead.
Oh, and then the second time I took rock salt and birdshot to the rear end because I walked onto somebody's property and didn't know it.
Ooh. Yeah, I was stealing watermelons once and caught the rock salt right in the ass.
A sun-ripened watermelon possible. All right. Is anybody here familiar with McNasty?
No.
All right. This dude does like a 30-second breakdown at the beginning of this video that'll pretty well cover it.
Today we're talking about America's airborne anti-hero. Ladies and gentlemen, James Elbert McNeese, a.k.a. Jake McNasty, the leader of one of the most notorious military groups of all time, the Filthy 13.
So you've heard of the Dirty Dozen? Well, these guys, they were dirtier. And homie once went in the battle carrying a claymore and no rifle. Claymore and a 45.
That's not a carrying sort of weapon.
It is.
He climbed a cliff with it, bro. Him and his homies went in first and set up the ropes for the rest of the units to come in. They pretty much got on a fucking inner tube and dog paddled their happy asses off the ship straight into the fucking night and went and climbed a freaking 800 or like 300 foot tall sandy cliff, like not something solid that you could just like python your way up, but some shit you gotta like dig your hands into and hand over hand up in it. Get to the top, secures everything, takes the machine gun nests that were up there, and then dips off into battle, off into Normandy before the actual invasion takes place. They were the balls, bro.
Yeah.
What is the fat electrician?
The Fat Electrician is probably one of the better documentary channels available from a military perspective. He was just an electrician who told a story on YouTube one day and became YouTube famous, and now he doesn't do electrician shit no more. Instead, he hangs around.
You could be the skinny electrician.
I'm an electrician.
You could be the skinny electrician.
Skinny? I weigh 185.
How tall are you?
You skinny? I'm 207.
6'1".
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty skinny. I weigh more than you.
At one point, I was up to
I've been getting
two.
Fat since vacation.
Yeah, I was up to 2.25 at one point. I could barely move carrying that weight.
Can I have a moment of silence for my dog's testicles? They're gone.
Oh shit! You got them in a jar?
No, they kept them.
We might need the Pope to put a blessing on there.
Where in the fuck do you find these people?
Do you keep them in a jar?
No, he deep fried them. Oh, here we go.
Oh, look, it's OTW.
Jay Leno's dad.
What's up, OTW?
Oh my god!
I found Powder Dusty. He's not missing anymore. You know what's funny? I broke a cardinal rule on Orthodox guys panel. They brought up, somebody was like, "Have you seen OTW's thing?" Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "What is it?" Like? It's got a picture of Powder Dusty on the milk crate. And I reached over and clicked your channel and saw it go live, saw it pop up, and I was like, "Yeah, well, I found him."
I was on Truth or Cops. Was it last
I heard
night?
Truth or Cop had to wear his Powder Dusty's dream.
Yeah, and I was dropping a bunch of shit in chat. I was saying that I was your handler and I had you in hiding. We was working for a 3-letter agency. And he was eating that shit up.
Oh, I bet he did.
I just say you're in jail.
And then he started screaming, you got to come up. You got to come up. Get up here now. Get up here.
I'm curious. Type a 1 in the chat if anybody checked an inmate roster.
Nope. I knew better.
Inmate roster? I don't.
I'd have been checking the fucking mental hospital first.
Now that's where
Not in America.
Oh, Jess is here. Hi, Jess. Good to see you.
Hey, Chuck. How are you?
I'm
Nobody
really
checked an inmate roster. I'm
I'm really
disappointed in you.
confused, Jess. How come after that stream we did with Steel Man, I haven't seen him? What happened to him?
I think I exposed his fantasies with his sister to the point where he needs some recovery time.
That was freaking wild and disgusting. Especially when
The
when
rest
I
of us
asked
need to know how
him,
hot this chick is.
There was a lot of self admissions that day.
yes. And then when he said he's teaching his kids that, I almost lost it.
I think a lot of people did. He was getting nothing but shit for like a whole week after that stream.
Jesus, think about it.
He was talking about fucking his sister. Like, of course, people are gonna give him shit for that.
But then he said he said he was going to teach his kids about it. And I'm like, dude.
I must not have made it to that
lots
part.
of stuff.
Chuck, you're terrible. Sorry, guys.
I
My
know.
dog just gassed me.
I'm horrible.
I didn't
I know.
get that far into the thing.
But seriously,
Ultimately, it's not Chuck. Chuck's talking about someone else who strawmans an argument, and his name is Stillman, and the argument he strawmans is terrible.
Yeah, he talks about being attracted to it. It's normal to be attracted to his sister.
no, it is not normal for that.
I know. We went over that for about 3 hours. I mean, Stillman, and he still seems to think that's normal, even though it was told quite clearly to him that it's not. He thinks
This dude just keeps changing out weapons he's holding.
he reckons we've been conditioned out of it, that it's normal to be attracted to your sister, but we've just been conditioned out of it.
Hold on, Jess. Like, I love you to death, but do you realize you are now arguing Stillman's position?
No, I'm saying what he said. He's a
I
fucking
know, but that is.
I argued with you for 3 hours over that bullshit.
This is how they get you.
Understand English.
I told him, I said, well, let me ask my wife, who happens to be my sister too. And he did not
And the
even
thing is that
flinch.
people would believe that about you, though.
Excuse me. Well, it used to be legal here in Tennessee.
That made it very questionable about what he actually gets up to. It's like, what have you done? I don't want to know.
It's the vegan brain syndrome, is what it is. When you go vegan, you lose all faculties.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I saw him. Chuck was after that fucking vegan meat video that I showed him?
Yep.
It was up to that.
I bet he's at a barbecue right now, just big old food belly.
Oh, it was a video with a bunch of meat and shit. It was on here, Flo. You played it.
It was on
It
here,
was
yeah.
a tomahawk ribeye.
I'm glad you convinced me to get through that.
It worked.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta let it cook. You gotta leave it for a sec. Just let it do its thing.
Have y'all seen that? Oh hell, which video was it again now? Oh, dang, I done forgot it. Never mind. I had it in my head. It just went.
You're gonna fit in great over here. It'll be great.
It's hell to get old.
Well, I have
has a lot of
schizophrenia, so
Oh, you're gonna fit in
you'll
just
fit in-
fine over here, bro.
Right. We all have a personality
Welcome
disorder.
aboard.
Welcome home.
Did you hear that giggle?
Hold on. Let me explain. He's narcissism. I'm gullible, and you are.
I do got a question, Sasquatch.
You
How
are
come people
so fucking out of reality. You're so stupid. It doesn't make sense.
How come people keep confusing me and you, Sasquatch?
It's the accent.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's not even close, but at the same time, most people just hear Southern, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
I know.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up. Take a hike, bitch.
whoa. I like that clip. I like that clip.
That's a good clip.
Chuck, go lay down, baby. Go lay down,
What?
Chuck. My dog.
I don't need to lay down. God damn, let me get my pants off first.
Oh.
Oh, Chuck, I wouldn't lay down. You don't know what the fuck he's gonna do with you.
Hey, Chuck. Come here, Chuck. Come here, baby.
Christine
I
thinks
thought-
she's funny.
That's a good clip.
Oh God, I wish I'd known.
Is that from a movie?
All the clown stuff comes from it's a YouTube series.
Oh, okay.
He got ketchup all over his damn face.
Yeah. Ketchup.
Okay, now my berries hurt.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, that clown's rough, bro. There's a full clip that Powder Dusty tried to send me, and the email refused to give it to me. Like, it didn't give me any problem sending it. It got to me and was like, "This contains content that violates our exchange, whatever." And I was like,
Wow.
Christ, what was
It's
in
one of the
that
ones I
clip?
play all the time. It's the original clown one.
Yeah.
You know,
So when you play just that clip, like when it's spread out throughout the course of a several hour long stream, it just sort of blends in. But when you upload just that bit, and that's the whole content, they consider it abuse against children.
Wow.
My first contribution to Ortho screwed up my PayPal. I don't know why. And I told him, I
I
said,
got your PayPal. Yours came through to me fine.
yeah, I fixed it. I don't know if he was on some sort of a list or something.
He
but
probably is.
My first donation, they froze my entire PayPal.
Jess got monetized yesterday. Congratulations, Jess.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, did you? Great, Jess. Great.
Way to go.
Welcome to the money game.
I've got like fucking 7 hours to the first stream, monetized stream. So
nice.
Cool.
I'm actually about 500 hours away.
I don't even know how many hours it takes. I ain't even started.
Man, you just keep doing what you're doing and don't stop. Don't ever stop, and you'll be fine. You'll be monetized, and freaking it won't be much at first, but as long as you stick to it, you'll be fine, bro.
All righty, thank you.
And it's fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's cool as shit to pay your rent and then look at your account and go, "Hey, I'm doing better this month than I thought I would. I guess I'll go lay at the pool for another week."
Well, that was
Yeah.
the first time I filled out tax shit over the internet like that.
What kind of pool you got,
Same
Flo?
with tax to do with the US. US
We
and
live right by
Australia.
the
I've never
community
done that
pool.
before.
Oh, okay.
So we have season passes, and so like most of the 2 weeks I've been off, like I'll wake up at the crack of noon and then just roll out of bed and go, Katie, because Katie like does more shit in her day-to-day life than I do.
Well, we know she wears the pants. We know that.
Yeah, hopefully I go before she does because she'll be fine without me, but I'll be fucked. You guys will have to figure out how to help me.
That's so messed up. I had that same conversation with my wife the other day in front of both of my kids. And I was like, dear God, I hope you die before I do because I'll be fine. But if you had to cook for yourself, you'd die right after me. They think it was some kind of lovesick heart sickness, but it was actually botulism.
I went to the pharmacy the other day and to pick up wife's prescriptions. And I had to go to the little window so the pharmacist could explain this drug. And I made the comment, I keep telling her it'd be easier just to put her down. And that pharmacist just stood there looking at me for about 2 minutes. And I'm like, is there a problem? And she had a dead ass stare. So I finally said, it was a joke. It was a joke. And the little girl, I'm telling you, it was like I'm waiting for the fucking law to come in or something.
Have a
I
damn
have
conniption.
I have a warped sense of humor sometimes.
Don't we all? We're American.
Mm-mm-mm.
But we have a warped sense of humor for sure.
I remember one time.
It's
Go ahead.
Monday. I was gonna say it's Monday. I'll probably be on Sarah's later. I'm not gonna stay around that long. I hear there are other streaming about me right now, but I am back from vacay. So say hi to my boy, and we'll catch you next time.
OTW's been doing a